You are most likely watching this video or have found this video through one of my other Craigslist videos, or you discovered me in a search engine or a search on YouTube or a blog post. My video about the videos that I've made about Craigslist are my most popular videos because I learned a secret to not getting ghosted. And I was getting all my ads up, and all my ads were getting me huge click-through rates. So a lot of people were trusting my my opinions on these and my methods because they worked. Well, one of the things that worked for me that made a huge difference was clickable image ads and the way that I do them. Well, here's the thing. In February of 2014, Craigslist changed all the rules. You can no longer do clickable image ads or live links to your website. So a lot of people who were advertising on Craigslist gave up. They just were like, I can't do this anymore. They changed the rules. They just destroyed my whole business. Well, I have a way for you to advertise at Craigslist. That's a system, and it's a system in place that's going to help you and hopefully prevent you from getting ghosted. Now, you probably want to get a notebook for this. Write everything down. This is pretty important stuff. So, you don't want to lose your account with Craigslist. So you got to get this right. So here's what we're going to do. You are going to need 2 free Gmail accounts. 2 free Gmail accounts. You will not use these accounts for anything but what I tell you to use them for. Very important. You are going to need a Google Voice account. Now, that Google Voice account, you're going to want to hook that up to only one of those free Gmail accounts. The reason why is because you are going to create a message, and your message is going to be a recorded message that's going to direct the people who call that number to your website. You don't want them calling your cell phone. You don't want them texting you. It could get overwhelming. It could get out of control. You don't want that. What you want to do is you want to have it so that they can go directly to your website, or if they leave a message, you can be emailed about that message or get a transcript. And then, you can decide if you want to call them or not. But you want to make sure that it goes to its own Gmail account. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. Now, your message should be very simple. Something like, due to the overwhelming amount of response I got from my ad, I can't handle all of these phone calls. Therefore, I would like you to go to the website instead and go from there. Something like that. Or I'm just too busy to answer the phone, but in the meantime, go to my website and send them to your website. So that's how you do the phone. Okay, that's important. And I'll tell you why in a moment. Now, you're going to want to sign up for Craigslist if you don't already have an account. And you're going to want to use that other Gmail account. Now, you're going to have to get phone verified. Once you get phone verified and you got your account, it's all set. Now, what you're going to do is that Gmail account you set up for Craigslist, you're going to create a vacation response. And make it, every day. Don't set it for like a 2-week response. Just set it permanently. What's going to happen is when people reply to your Craigslist ad, they're gonna contact you, and they're gonna get an email from you automatically. And then that email will be very simple. You tell them the information you want to tell them. I suggest you just keep it vague and simple because your whole goal is to get them to go to your website. So maybe you tell a little bit more about what you couldn't say in the ad and something very convincing, a call to action, and then have a link to your website so they go to your website. Now, if you're a person who wants to deal with them on the phone and that's your whole thing, you could have a phone number there as well. But here's something you need to keep in mind, and this is why I told you about why you should have a Google Voice account and the email. Some people don't want to email, they want to call. Some people don't want to call, they want to email. So you will see a better response rate by having both options available. And it's up to you what you do after that. Like I said, you may be a person who wants to talk to every single person on the phone and you want to make those sales. So that's up to you. But if you don't want to handle that, it's very important that your phone does not send text messages, your Google Voice account, does not send messages to your cell phone. You want it to just go directly to your inbox, and that's how you get notified. And with Craigslist, when people are replying to your ad, you want them to get that automatic response, so you don't have to sit there and answer all of these emails, because you may have a good night and get a ton of people signing up, and that's just going to be too much. Okay, so you got all that set. Now it's time for your ad. You can no longer do clickable image ads, but that doesn't mean you can't use images. So I highly, highly recommend you still use images because they matter. A lot of marketers have claimed that they have seen much better rates when they've used images compared to when they don't. But here's a little secret you can do. You can get your images however you do it. I like to use public domain, and some images I created my own with my own photographs. And you could have a little statement on your image, dreams come true, or some kind of something, whatever you want it to say, something intriguing. But what you can do on that image is have your website. For example, one of my websites is jrwork.biz. So I would have, jrwork.biz maybe in the corner. It makes it look professional. You have your website there, so they may skip all of the process and just go right directly to that site. They'll have to type it out, but still, at least you're getting that site seen. And your images make you look a little more professional, especially if you use images related to what you do. Now, you want to make sure that the subject line is compelling enough. I've talked about that before. You want it to be compelling enough to pull the people in. I was using humor, and that was working, but my humor was related to what I was doing. Now for your ad. Keep it as simple as possible. Just a few sentences. You don't want to say a lot. You kind of want to keep it vague, because your whole point is you want to get them to your website, because your website's going to do the selling. Your website's going to get them to join, whatever it is that you do. So you just want some bullet points in your message, and then you want to say, call me at, and there's your Google Voice number, or email me. Reply back to this ad. That's all you want to do. Don't go to www blah 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 blah. First of all, it's not going to be a clickable link. A lot of people aren't going to copy and paste it. Second of all, if it's used too much, Craigslist might consider it to be spam and ghost you. So I would avoid doing that. You don't need to do that. If people are serious about wanting to learn more about it, they're going to reply to your ad by calling or emailing. So that's what's great there. The image that has your you'd have to use some kind of software or program where you can put text over photographs, but the image can't be seen by Craigslist. They can't read that text. It's impossible. So you can put your website there. It's not a clickable ad, but still, like I said, it can help. Finally, some tips for your ad. Don't use these words. Internet marketing combined. Don't use that. Affiliate marketing combined. Don't use that. Don't use those words combined. Free marketing system. Work from home. Work at home. Don't use the name of the companies you promote. Like, don't use Empower Network. Don't use Pure Leverage. Don't use MCA. I already know that MCA was banned at one point. I don't know if they lift that ban up now, but I know it was banned at one point, and people were putting MCA in their ad, and their ads were not going up. So don't do anything like that. Just keep it vague. Keep it intriguing enough. Your whole mission is to make those people want to learn more. Then you want to make sure for the compensation that you don't go put these ridiculous numbers. And by the way, don't put numbers in your ad either. No dollar signs. Don't put dollar signs in your headline. Don't put dollar signs in your ad. Don't put any money in your ad. Don't make any guarantees. Don't do any of that. Now, for your compensation, just put, to be determined, based on experience, will be discussed, Something like that. You don't want to put numbers because that could also get you ghosted. Craigslist was not built for marketers or people who work from home, and most people who work from home are not a bunch of scam artists and scheme people and all that kind of crap. A lot of them are just people trying to earn some income from home. Someone who lost their job, grandparents trying to make money after they retired, college student trying to pay for their way through college. But Craigslist doesn't look at it that way. They look at it being as a bunch of spammers. And so they don't take kindly to work-at-home people. I don't know about all the rest of the changes with the categories. I heard that someone may have, I haven't checked it myself, I just haven't had time, but someone made a claim that they don't have the BizOp section anymore, or they don't accept those ads. So I don't know if that's true. I just have not had the time to look at it. But, if you can do those things and that system, then you shouldn't get ghosted. You shouldn't get banned and even flagged. A lot of people are going to go through all the hoopla to go through all those steps to contact you because they're serious about it. Someone who's just flag happy is probably not going to go through all of those steps just so that they can flag you. They're just going to move along. And you do that, then your ads should stay up. And remember, only post once per 48 hours, period. Don't try to get away with doing it within 24 hours. Don't go post in all these different counties. Be consistent. Absolutely be consistent. Now, paid cities, you have a little more flexibility. I don't think there were a lot of changes there. I am not sure if they allow live links. They might. I have not done a paid city in a while, so I can't answer that question. So you will have to look into that. But I do believe they are a little easier and a little more open than they are when it comes to the free ads. So I hope that helps you. Like I said, my videos were really people really like those videos. They really were helping. So this is another way of doing it. Forget about all the clickable image ad stuff. It's not going to work with Craigslist. You can still do it on Backpage as far as I know. So you can take those methods and still use them for Backpage. But as far as Craigslist, you can't do them anymore. So follow what I taught you today, and that should prevent you from getting ghosted. And all the best to you. Get that traffic. I want to invite you to my website. Take a look. I have a lot of cool stuff there, and I'd love to have you come on board as a subscriber. My subscribers get other special messages from me and cool free stuff. I like to give some gifts away a lot, and so I'd love to have you on board. Come on board and take a look. Have a great day. I will see you again.
Hey, thanks for watching the video. Please be sure to subscribe by clicking here. And hey, while you're at it, visit my site here for lots of cool content and yes, some free stuff. Hey, who doesn't love free stuff? I don't. Shut up.